Okay, welcome to another episode of Gorilla Gospel. And we're going to get into a fun part of things in a way, just a chit chat. We're going over here in Exodus 16. And in 16, you will read how 2 months and 15 days out of Egypt, our brothers were in the wilderness. Okay? The wilderness of sin at that. Now, they got their concept on what the wilderness of sin mean. But I mean, we all in our wilderness of sin. And we're trapped in it. But we could get into more details about that later. What I want to get into is this part. And it's where 14 right here. Yeah. 14, it says, where we at? Yeah. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as a hoar frost on the ground. Okay? And when the children of Israel saw it, they said to one another, it is manna, for they wist not what it was. They didn't know what it was. So now we're going into this thing where it's a thing. Okay, it's a thing. And they say that it was a small round thing at that. Okay? And so what you got here is a donut. You got a honey bun. And it was the first time they ever saw honey on bread. Because come to find out, that's what manna is. Manna is honey. And it was a honey bun. And people took it and they ran with it. And they made it into a delicacy to where we buy it. It's like, you know, it's our thing. We eat that. It's our culture, honey bun. But the wilderness of sin is where people went to tripping on Moses. They went to busting out all type of little allegations about, God bring us out here forward into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger, just tripping, right? And this is what I'm gonna touch on with this, bro, is that we as men are born, survivors, just like anybody else. We know how to hunt if we have to. We know how to work if we have to. We know how to make ends meet with whatever we got. But here you have it where some unappreciative brothers who seen the power of God do so many things for them to where now they're making it a burden on God. To where now they're going to cry for every little thing that they don't get, like a bunch of babies. Babies cry when they ain't got nothing to eat. Babies cry when they need something to drink. Babies cry when they need their diapers changed. The system has been crippling us for a long time in this wilderness that we are in, that I'm telling you, we are in the wilderness of sin. All type of stuff happens. And don't get me wrong, there are some places that tries to do right with people and everything. And they feed people and they clothe people. Yes, we need that. We need that. But it's also a crippling to some who don't need it. Like these brothers here who is going against Moses right now, who has came in. First he killed an Egyptian from beating up one of them to death, and they ratted on him. The first sellout in the Bible is when the dude told Moses, who died and made you king, man? What you gonna do? Kill me like you killed that Egyptian? And that's when Moses tripped out. Was like, man, this dude about to snitch on me, and he took off. You did. But here we got, bruh. They done came out the wilderness 2 months and 15 days and already, bruh, they acting like a bunch of broads. And God told Moses, man, look, bro, I hear him talking that noise, man. Look, tell them people go to sleep. I got them in the morning. They're going to wake up to something nice. And God blessed them, bro, with something they never had, bro. I mean, how many hoops did this man have to jump through, right? I mean, here you got God. He's popping in and out on you. He letting you know I'm here. He give you a cloud in the day. He give you fire by night. All this type of stuff, bro. But what you got these same people that you got today that will hear the truth, will see the truth, will know the truth, but would just talk bad about it, turn their backs on it. And it will turn a lot of people with them. And those are the people when Jesus told a bunch of people what they must do in order to become a preacher, a follower of God, because that's what baptism is. Baptism is to start preaching the word and never turn it back. You know what I'm saying? Never stop and all that type of stuff. Yeah, you probably still be involved with some sin or something, but you won't be evil at all, or you won't be practicing it, like teaching people sin. You probably might have to do it, but anyways, after telling these people what they might have to do to become preachers and everything, they turned and walked away. And Jesus looked at the other 12. He said this, do y'all want to go with them? Because y'all can roll out too. And this come out of Jesus' mouth. No, Jesus did not chase them. He did not leave the whole flock for them. He turned to the rest of the flock, his chosen 12, and said, hey, bro, y'all want to roll out too? Y'all could go too, you heard me? Because this is a choice. And if you willing to roll with it, then roll with it, dog. But don't sit here and trip out on people and everything because you ain't getting what you want. Or because you can't hustle like you used to no more. You can't do none of the tricky things that you used to no more. But the man looked at Jesus and said, bro, we seen the power of God. We know this is true. These people seen the power of God. They knew it was true. But you just got them amongst you. You got them sellouts. That the same people that Moses went back and got, bro. And Moses was like, man, come on. I got to go back and get these people. I'm chilling with the sheep up in the desert, bro. And I ain't bothering nobody. You gonna make me go back to this place that sold me out, dog. Trying to help them. And yeah. But the donut, bro. Is it a you know, is it a crime to say it was a donut? Because it describes it right there as a small, round thing. Okay? With frost on it. But you ain't got to take my word for it. It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? This word has been spread out amongst the country, bro. Amongst the world, in different languages and in different texts, bro, for people to grasp. But we all talking about the same person, which is God. No, Jesus never said worship me. He never said that. He said, man, look, you give all praise to God and you try to keep his commandments. You keep his commandments and you feed his flock. Feed his flock means preach that word. But back to these people here, bruh. These homeless shelters out here, bruh. They know what they doing. A whole bunch of them do. They know exactly what they're doing, bro. The people that needs it is those handicapped people, the mentally disturbed people. Not them people that's doing things that they could seriously. They got the mind concept and the backbone to get out here and do some of the most strenuous things just to get by. I'm gonna put it like that. But they won't do nothing hard to try to do right by themselves. But they start crying and bitching to God about, man, we hungry and we need new clothes and we thirsty and all that stuff. But you know what know what the deal is? You done got spoiled just like a kid with these old hand-me-outs and everything, brother. A lot of these people, bro, they've been milking the system for a long time, and most of the money that's donated to places like that supposed to go to the schools and the hospitals and the nursing homes and people who needs help with things, bro. Real people that need help with housings and women and needs and everything, bro. They mess over the women like it ain't nothing, but a lot of these women are just not accurate at all. But by them not having a support system for the women that makes them go out there to be dogs and everything. Which another term for dog back in the king days was male prostitute. Yeah. You know, you learn a lot of stuff being in the wilderness, especially when it comes to running into God's people here and there. A lot of them lost their way and a lot of them are just weak in their flesh, their spirit. But iron sharpens iron. And I've been through the wilderness a long time, bro. And I think that we need to clean our act up. Stop shitting and pissing on Martin Luther King like that, bro. Everywhere. Build up businesses, bro, and keep your infections and shit away from that street, bro. And show some dignity and pride in your community so far as your little children that even if you ain't got no children, just for the kids to grow up and see that they have something to stand for and keep up in life. We keep destroying everything that's given to us by people of all colors and make it so desolate to where nobody wants to do nothing for us. We don't want to do nothing for our damn self. Now, what we had to do back then is something that we ain't got to do right now, but it's going to be there. And for those who are entrapped with the game and wants to be involved with it, let them. But for those who are preachers and for those who are communities, when them people are ready to give it up, you're not supposed to hold them at bay and tell them that they ain't no good because they was involved with the wilderness of sin. You're supposed to welcome them in and they're supposed to have a clean place to come to when it comes to changing their soul. Not a corrupted house that makes them want to go back there 10 times worse. It's like that saying that a man would get rid of one sin and it would leave and it would come back with 7. Well, that's a weed head. I just got a little weed problem, but you make me get rid of that or whatever. You put me in jail or something or you kick me out with it. And I come back, now I'm on crack, heroin, you dig, acid, everything. And I'm a thief. And I'm a murderer. When you could have just milked me out of my little situation. But we so far as stabbing each other in the back to where it's a shame. But then when somebody come and they try to tell you some game and they try to put you on game and everything, the people that's getting violated for situations and they pockets coming up short, well, now they're gonna oppress you to see how quick you would turn on your brother that's trying to show you, hey, this is gonna be for the rest of our lives.